been a week.
Yes.
Annie, no sound coming from you too. None. There's sound coming from Neffy, not you.
Yeah, on Twitch too, there's no you, but everyone else.
Yeah, everyone else is fine. There's no you.
Also, Neffy, I sent you the video we were talking about.
Sweet. Let me turn my sound back up on my phone.
Dang. What about now?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Ugh. That's rude. That was really, really rude. So I gotta say my spiel all over again? That's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're talking about everything we can't talk about because of the man. And copyright infringement, the shows we can't record, and then we're going to talk about the show quote of the week, what had us by the hair and wouldn't let us go, and then finally, all the mess that's been happening this week in the BL world. There has been a lot of it. Now, are you ready, ladies?
Now
Yes.
we're ready. I had to wait because YouTube was on a delay, so I had to wait for your sound to come in. But you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool. Okay, then the first show is going to be Peach Lover. Is everybody caught up?
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
Nephew caught up?
I haven't been watching this one, honestly.
It's okay. It's
I'll
nothing to
get
write
to
home
it.
about.
I know. I like a little bit of plot in my smut, and I hear this one's just
Minimal
corn.
plot. Well, no. Now the later episodes have been getting plot.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of plot in our core now.
Hey! This episode there was no sex.
There was no sex. I thought there might be, but there was none.
No, none.
There was none.
There was like a teasing, like in his head, like I wish my man was here, and he's imagining him for a second, but they don't do anything other than like kissing.
He was too busy getting kidnapped and saved.
Girl, I was like, dang.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, the only thing that pissed me off, the only thing that pissed me off about that was that he got hit with that stick so many times, and you talking about there was no bruises, no nothing on his face.
Right?
I thought he only hit his body though, not his.
He was
actual
like,
face.
"I'm fine."
No, he got hit across the head.
He got hit across the head. He got hit everywhere.
What really got me though was that man, one of the henchmen, crawling to give the key. So
he switched sides so bad, like so fast.
I was like, "Dang, sir."
The helping his dad up and saying thank you for bringing me into this world and then punching the shit out of him was great.
Okay, but like when he helped him up, I was like, "Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off."
I did the same thing. I went, "Don't do it. Don't you dare. Don't you, no."
I was screaming, "Why?" And then he punched him. I'm like, "Okay, that makes more sense."
Okay, right. I was like, all right, cool. Continue. And action.
Also, am I the only one that feels like the bodyguard / assistant to Sasam Sasam?
I got that a little bit in the first episode. It was like the first episode or two. But now I don't think so. Now I think he's just...
I don't think so. In my head,
he's just
to
there.
Get paid more.
Right, he's just there. He just exists.
I'm just happy we had minimal second couple.
Right. We had no second couple.
As it should be.
Honestly, they fucked up that storyline so badly.
Yeah, it was bad. But look, we only have one more episode, which is crazy. It's the first one that went from like pure smut to storyline, and I've never seen that before.
Dang.
And we better go back to pure smut last episode.
I feel like the last episode will be like they got the Christmas. It seems like very fluffy and happy, and he's gonna get his back blown out.
Like this is how. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
And they're in the red room.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the sex room.
Yep. The way I need this last episode to go is sex. I love you. More sex. I love you more. More sex. No, I love you more. Sex. Like that's it. That's all. That's about all the conversation
Open up
I
a
need
present.
the last episode.
The present is me.
Sex. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like
That's
we're going to
it.
get that. It seemed very happy and joyful. I liked it. Bring
Cut
back...
to him eating a peach while getting his peach eaten.
Exactly.
That's it. That's all I need.
In a Christmas hat. Very festive.
Ho ho ho.
And I
That
need
is necessary.
and I need them to accidentally accidentally release the unedited version. The uncleaned up version.
Okay, you think there's another version out there? Because this is pretty
I
unclean.
think so. Because I'm
No,
thinking...
because episode 6, the one where you were like, we got to see it all. No, they went back and edited to where it just, you saw chest to head, and that was it.
Wait, they went back and re-edited it?
Yes.
Thank God I watched that
Fans
shit
were
on
being
time.
unhinged.
I didn't. And I was so mad.
Thank God I watched it on time.
I went back
I
and I
wonder-
watched it. I had to go into the deep, dark recesses of the internet to find the original version.
Right. And then you saw it and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I
then
also
I was
wonder, did they edit everything moving forward on top of it, not just that
Well,
episode?
They said they were to protect their, because people were putting it on porn sites.
So we lost out.
Okay, let me shut up. Because I was just
The
about
few
to
people messing up for everybody.
Yeah, I was
I
just gonna say that. Too unhinged, messing it up for everyone.
Rude.
well, they had to release a statement. They released a statement like 3 weeks ago, like urging fans to stop making edits about the NC scenes
Which is
because people
wild.
were getting their full
Yeah.
accounts banned because of it.
Why were people
That's
even making
what
edits in the first
about.
place?
That's why I said, I'm
Yeah.
like, this is a show you cannot make an edit to.
You do not make edits about this. You should watch it on the small screen with headphones in a room by yourself.
Or the
Right.
big screen in a room by yourself. But by yourself is the main thing.
I was gonna watch it on the flat screen in my room this week, but I was like, my brother's home. Do I want to subject him to those sounds? So I did small screen.
I mean, this episode would have been fine.
I know, but after at that point, I was already watching it. So
True.
True. Okay. Then hopefully next week they give the people what they want. Unfortunately, people have ruined things, so we probably won't get the whole shebang. But you know what? It was a fun ride, minus the second couple. Now, speaking of rides, do on with you. Definitely caught up.
Yep.
I got things to say.
Okay, you can
About this
start
one.
off. Because I'm trying to...
Number one, I really, really, really loved the conversation they had after Shin gave the Guap Guap 3000 in the shower.
Mhm.
I really like that they have that conversation of like preferences and how like Dewang was like, well, I don't mind bottoming for you, like if you're nervous about it or you don't want to, like I don't mind. Like I like that they had that conversation. When Dewang said it's still on your lips, I was like, sir. Sir. Sir.
He's lucky he didn't get punched.
Right, because you went left quickly. No warning.
Mhm.
You just looked at his lips and was like, it's still on your lips. Ah! Excuse you?
Want me to lick it?
Decorum.
I thought he was going to ask lick it. Because
Girl,
he is unhinged.
I would have... He'll get his turn.
I could see him doing that.
He would.
Mhm.
You know
Absolutely.
you won't.
Smile on his face.
But this episode kind of... The preview for next week pissed me off.
With the X, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Pissed me off. Clean off.
X gotta go.
There was no need for it. Like,
Mm-mm.
No.
Shin already gave the boundaries. He already put his boundaries up this episode. He made it perfectly clear that he was with Dewang, even if they don't have an official title. And he didn't want to talk to him anymore. He
Mhm.
didn't want to have a conversation. Like the boundary was set. Why are we still going on?
He even held Duong's hand as they walked away from that man.
Right.
To create angst.
I hope he
The
puts in his place.
drama.
And I want it to be Chin. I want him to tell him off in front of everybody.
I want Dewang to punch him in his face. That's what I want.
He didn't
I
look.
was ready for it.
It's one of the few times Duong looked real serious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want me to take
He
you
was
into this?
really serious during most of this episode.
Right. And I feel like that the only thing that would be okay with me next episode going like carrying on from that situation is more communication between Dewang and Shin. Because even though they had that little bit of a conversation at the end of the episode, it still felt to me like it still bothered Dewang. You know what I mean? Which is
Yeah.
it's
He
it's
never said anything.
understandable.
He never said anything about the text messages. He looked so sad, like a puppy that got kicked.
Right.
He does. I was like, give him a hug.
And I was like, that would be the only thing that I would be okay with them continuing on is
To
more
resolve that. Yeah.
right, more working through his feelings and them talking about it. But like the whole X thing and the like I'm here to take him back, so you never had him in the first place.
Oh, you got friend zoned. You didn't even get a kiss.
This man was on his knees for Dwang. So like you not even a kiss from you.
Mm-mm-mm.
So
Although,
next BL chat I
why
will
does
be
Chin
ranting.
still have that teddy bear?
Right? I was like, I want to rip that teddy bear's head off now.
Like,
I don't know.
that's what I mean. I was like, oh, no wonder there's a miscommunication. You say you don't want anything to do with this man, but the teddy bear's still in the house. Why?
I wonder, like, I don't know, because with Shin, sometimes he comes off as if like he really has no attachment. It's just a nice bear and he wants to keep it. But then other times I'm kind of like, no, there has to be more to it than just that. Why do you keep holding on to it?
Yeah.
I hope next episode he gets rid of it.
I hope so too, for Duong's sake. Because I don't want Duong to be looking at it every once in a while and just feelings come back.
Girl, he punches that bear every time he sees it.
Absolutely.
He does.
Someday it comes up missing. But I don't even think Duong would do that. I'd do that. But,
I'd throw it out in your face.
look. But then again, I don't believe in throwing away gifts from exes. If I still want them.
Yeet. Get that out of my house.
Oh, really?
It depends on what it is.
I have a Harry Potter wand, special edition, that I got as a gift, and I'm not giving that up.
That's valid.
I mean,
With the
yeah,
stands,
that's
girl.
That's why I said, like, it depends on what it is. If it's something really expensive, like, I still have my Pandora bracelet with all the charms on it from my ex. I'm not getting rid of that. That shit's expensive, and they're cute. But other stuff, yeah, get rid of it.
I think it just depends. Do you still have an emotional attachment to it, or is it just something you really like?
I just really like them.
Okay,
They're
that's
pretty.
valid.
It's pretty.
I don't even think about him when I wear it.
And then, okay, then we'll wrap up Do On With You, and hopefully they wrap it up. Show safe sex. Cat for Cash. Did that end yet?
Is anybody watching
yet.
it?
I'm watching it.
Okay.
How many more episodes do we have left?
One, I think.
One.
Oh, okay, so next week is the finale.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This week was pretty good. He Cow Thung's character, Lynx, met First's character. What's his name? Tiger's family. And they lied to the mom at first about them being a couple. They said that they were just friends. To spare her feelings. But then it worked out. She found out? I thought it was gonna I thought it was gonna go left and she was gonna be like one of, those moms, but she wasn't. She needed time to adjust to like the hopes and dreams that she had for her kid and like the wanting of grandkids. she had to adjust to the that she had to face the new reality, if that makes sense. It wasn't that she was necessarily
Yeah.
against it. She just had to adjust her expectations on her son. And she did.
That's good.
Yeah. So it was a pretty good episode.
Okay. Anything else to note, or move on? It's just
Oh,
it's
that
happening.
thing at the end. He went to go pass the cat power onto Gaotung's character, and it didn't work. And then the cats told him that before the mom died, she was thinking about which kid she was going to leave the cat cafe for, whether it was going to be Lynx, Cal's character, or Leo, Satang's
Mm-hmm.
character. And the mom had decided that she was actually going to leave it to Leo, Satang's character, not Lynx. And it kind of like devastated him a little bit. But I thought I think I think he'll get through it next episode of understanding his mom. But he spent the whole time hating the cafe, hating the cats, hating all of that.
Yeah. So why
So
would his mom leave it to him, knowing that it'd be like a trap? Oh my.
right.
Exactly.
I took it as more of a mom just knowing her kids. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She
Yeah.
knew what kid would love it and enjoy it and take care of it in the way she would. And why would she burden the one that she knows doesn't want anything to do with it?
And I'm not gonna lie, if Tiger wasn't around, I don't think in the beginning Lynx would have kept the cafe.
No, he would have sold it 100%.
Mm.
So I think he just has to sit with it for a little bit. Because they're still trying to because they were talking about for the preview about the reason why it didn't work from him to get the special power. And they're like, does he really love the cats? Has he really fallen in love with the cats in the cafe? Or is he still just doing this out of guilt because of his mom's death? So he still has things to work through next episode. But it's been an okay watch. Nothing fantastic for me, but
Mm-mm.
okay.
I was quite surprised that I was surprised but not that their dad was such a hoe.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Oh.
because you asked me that earlier.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he a hoe.
So
Dang.
basically, so Lynx and Leo, so Satang and Cal's characters,
Mhm.
are brothers. They don't share the same mom. They share the same dad.
Oh, they are
But
literally brothers from another mother.
right, but their moms, I don't want to say were friends, but they were really,
became
really,
friends.
yeah, they
They
became friends.
Okay.
And when Leo's mom, Satang's mom, died, Lynx's mom took over with being the mom figure for him.
Oh,
So
that's
she
Aw.
did
good.
consider Leo her kid. So that's why when she was going to leave the cafe for Leo,
Mhm.
the daddy was a hoe because he was sleeping with both
Yeah,
moms at
daddy
the
was a
same
hoe.
time while also having a fiance.
That wasn't them.
Dang.
Right.
right.
So he
Oh
got them
my
both
God.
pregnant,
He had
and then
hoes in different area codes.
he got
Yeah.
them both pregnant, and then was kind of like, I'll send money when I can. You guys stay over
Wait,
here.
He's still alive.
I've got a whole fiance over here.
Yeah, their dad's still alive. Yeah.
Yeah. They went to meet him and he was like, I'll give you, he basically said the same thing he said to the moms, I'll give you money, but don't ever come here again.
Because his fiance didn't know. Like, she didn't know he has kids. She doesn't know about his other life. Like, so yeah, he was trying to keep them quiet. And he was like, I'll give you all the money you want. Just
Wait, I'm so confused.
stay
What do you
quiet.
mean? It's a new fiance then?
No.
No. So
How long has she been a
Lynx?
fiance?
Okay, listen. Lynx has his mom who died.
Mm-hmm.
Leo has his mom who died. They don't have the same moms.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They decided that they were going to go reach out to their dad.
Uh-huh.
They reached out, they went to his house, and they were like, hey, we're your sons. We really wanted to meet you. And he was like, yeah, I left both of your moms because I already had a fiance. And I said, and I told them I'd send them money. Please don't come back here.
Right.
Wait, okay, so that I get. However, is he married to the lady now?
Yes.
Or is
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's
okay,
He
married.
got
that's where
married.
you said fiance. I was like, wait, she's been a fiance for like 20 years? That's crazy.
No, at the time that like he went, like the two moms confronted him. He had a fiance. He then married the fiance, and had a daughter.
Yeah. He has a whole family. So
Yeah,
basically, it's the traditional thing where it was like, the families kind of arranged the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so he had a fiance. They hadn't married yet because she was still in school. She was still in college. Um, he then
Oh.
had Leo's mom and Lynx's mom that he was seeing both of them. Lynx's mom obviously had him first because he's the oldest, and then Leo's mom got pregnant.
That's
They didn't
crazy.
know about each other, and then they kind of connected the dots, and then confronted him about it. And he was kind of like, "I do love you both, but I got a fiance and I'm getting married. So let's keep these kids in the situation on the hush hush. I'll financially support, but that's about it." So then the moms decided that they didn't want him in the kids' lives at all. So they told both
Oh,
Lynx and Satang, Lynx and Leo, that their dad was dead.
Preferable. Okay.
Yeah, so they grew up thinking that their dad was not alive.
And
But
instead, he's
I
just a
do want to
bum.
preference by saying Lynx and Leo did not grow up together. So it wasn't until after Lynx's mom's death and he was running the cafe did he realize he had a brother. So Satang's character Leo, when he comes into the picture, he knew he had a brother because he's been close with Lynx's mom. Lynx and his mom did not have a good relationship and they spent years not talking. So at the time of her death, they weren't even on speaking terms.
Oh,
yeah, it was messy.
It's messy. So the whole time that they weren't on speaking terms and he was nowhere around, he was not living anywhere near. Leo's mom died. And so Lynx's mom took Leo in and was like raising Leo, but Lynx had no idea about the brother because he and his mom weren't on speaking terms.
that's crazy.
So he finds out later on that number one, he has a brother from a different mom. Number two, his mom was taking care of said brother. Number three, that their daddy is alive. And then number four, that his daddy is a piece of shit.
That's a hard
While
to
still
take
grieving
in.
his mom. Right.
That's
While
a
still
lot.
grieving his mom.
I'm surprised he's not crashing out.
They did crash out a
Yeah,
little
they
bit.
did crash
Oh,
out.
okay, good for him. You probably need
And
to
he
release.
Right. And he basically told his dad, like, we will honor our mom's wishes, stay dead. Like, I will take care of my brother on my own. Like, we don't want you
See,
in our
I
lives.
would have told him to
Keep
crash
your
out
money.
for real. Tell the wife. But
When he offered to pay them, I forgot how much he said he was offering to pay them. I'd be like, give me the money, but also bye. Like, don't turn down free money. But I can understand why they did.
oh, they turned the
Also-
money down.
Mm-hmm.
So you got
Yeah.
trauma and no money, dude. Take the money.
That's what I
always
said.
take the money.
It doesn't fix it. But it helps.
Also, I will say, that because I'm like one episode behind up to date, which is fine. But Winnie showing up, and I was like, well, this didn't age well.
At all.
I talked about that last week on BL Chat. I was like, I know the girlies were pissed about that.
Honestly, I wasn't surprised. They gave me the same vibes as Mark and Poon.
But it was the fact that like they were still they like flirted in the episode, and I'm just like, this didn't age very well.
Oh, okay.
Right, because I think we all knew when Satang's character popped up and how he kind of popped up. We all knew that Winnie was probably going to be doing a pop-up also. It's just the formula for GMMTV.
Yeah.
But then the breakup announcement happened, and it happened the week before the episode of Winnie showing up.
Oh no.
So it was
Okay,
kind
yeah,
of
that's a
like
bit unhinged.
right. It was kind of like a bit of like a jab to Winnie Satang fans because it's like you just announced a couple days ago that they are split, and now we're getting them in this show, even if it's just a small cameo.
What's the timing? You're right. You're right.
It didn't age well.
Did not age well.
Well, we only have one more week, and then this shall wrap up. But what is ramping up is Love Like a Bike.
I forgot about this. I gotta go watch it.
I do want to give trigger warnings for this one.
Oh,
There
okay.
is sexual abuse of a child and like a parent.
Oof.
It's flashbacks, but it happened, and it is the reason why he is the way he is.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That
at
is good
all.
to know.
So like I knew I had to give the trigger warning because it is sexual abuse of a kid.
I appreciate that.
But this one is I was surprised because I think I told Annie on Monday. I was surprised because so if you look at the picture, the 3 up top, right?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know, and I don't know if I missed it in the first 2 episodes and got it in the third, or if it was introduced in the third. But no, it's not even the 3 up top. No, it's not the 3 up top. The 2 on the right hand side, and then the one in the white at the bottom.
Yeah.
That Ta's holding around him. The 3 of them are brothers. No, wait. Damn, the picture's so small. Okay. The one in the white with the tie.
Okay.
The one in the middle with the tan shirt. And
That
then
does not help.
No,
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay, so the one in the white, the one in the tan shirt, and then the one with the leather jacket
Okay.
are brothers. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that I thought the story was following like 3 separate couples and they're kind of interconnected in a way. I didn't realize it was following 3 brothers in their love stories.
That seems like the formula.
Yeah.
Yep, but it's following 3 brothers. What I will say about this episode that I did like was that the one in the middle is a psychiatrist, and the one to his right hand side is his partner. The one in the middle handed over the case to his colleague, which I was like, okay, thanks for being ethical, because I was like, how are you going to fall in love with him while also treating his trauma?
That's illegal.
That's not. Yeah, I was like, that's not
But
okay.
it's not the most illegal thing we've seen in a BL.
It's not, but
True.
he handed the case over to his colleague so she could do his therapy, and I was like, thank God. Thank God. So I was really happy that they didn't do that. But it's an okay show.
Heard it here first. Don't sleep with your therapist.
Right.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Right.
I don't think she swings that way, so I think I'm fine.
But if she did.
You know? Okay. But, okay. Then I'm going to wait probably 1 or 2 more episodes till it gets happy again. And then I'll watch all at once. I think.
Ooh, smart.
Yeah. However, The Sun from Another Star. Is anybody else watching?
Yes.
Oh shoot, I forgot it existed. I watched the first episode. What day does this come on?
Today. New episode dropped today.
Okay, I'll watch it tonight then.
Yeah, I need to
I
catch up.
forgot about it.
I'm caught up.
I think I'm caught up.
I
Okay,
watched
you guys
today's
can talk
episode.
about it. I'll be
Oh,
fine.
I didn't watch today's episode, but
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
but no, it's not gonna. It doesn't bother me.
I've read the book.
Yeah, I've read the book. So.
They're following it pretty much to the T. This episode, they did reveal that Emma is an imaginary friend. It's not the same Emma, which we knew that because we read the book.
Right.
It's not Thit's mom, Emma.
Yes.
I know this made me laugh because I know that non-book readers were going to be shocked by it. So we already know that Dao has two dads. One is a foreigner. He's a white man.
Mm-hmm.
Just side note, the English takes me out every time.
It's not great.
It does. It's
And
not great.
and I'm
They
just
couldn't
like,
find a white man from an English-speaking country.
but it's not just a white man though. It's the whole conversations in English, which
Yeah,
kind of
they
takes you
sound
out
like
a little bit.
they sound like textbook conversations, like what
Right.
you would have in class, not a
Right.
real conversation.
And it takes me out a little bit because for us, which I knew it was going to happen, like you can't get around that. But like in the book, Dao was raised overseas. So like he was raised with speaking both English and Thai. And so English is just ingrained into their conversation. For the show, you can tell that O doesn't
Speak English at all.
speak English. You know what I mean? Like even if it's enough to get him by, probably you could have a conversation. He could have a conversation with you, of course, but not in a way that would have been like Dao in the book. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then also what I know probably through non-readers and for a loop this episode is realizing that Arte is half white because his mom was a white woman from California.
Yeah.
So when they showed the picture, when he showed the picture to Dao of his mom, and it's a white woman, people were like, a white woman. So I
Jump
don't think
scare.
right. It's gonna be a jump scare because they didn't read the book, so they don't know that he's half white. So I'm like, I just got to giggle when I saw the picture because I was like, ah, right. They're gonna be like a white woman. I think there's a part in today's episode that is going to get you guys, and I was like, oh, my feelings. Was when Dao goes and holds its hand, and he can sense his feelings, and you can see it on the screen, like it does, like they do something on the screen in which it shows his inner face, and you could see like the tears and him crying. And the
Aw.
fact that Dao starts crying too because he can feel Arthur's feelings. And he's like, you're carrying all of this inside you. And like people don't know that you're extremely sad on the inside. You're in pain. And he starts crying and it's like, why the fuck are you crying? And he's like, because I can feel your pain. He's like, I'm sorry, I did it by accident. But that one scene, I was like, oh. It just hits you in the feels.
Kiss it'll make him feel better.
Not kissing yet. Not
He
fast
will.
enough for me.
Oh, yeah.
But when he gets a hold of him,
He's not letting go.
no, he'll turn him every which way but loose. That was the most sex that any of the books had, was their book.
Oh, Lord. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
I don't
was
think the
clutching
show's
my
gonna show that
pearls
much,
for
though.
this book.
They're not going to show it in the show, no. But in that book, he turned him every which way but loose,
He does.
24/7.
We shall see. But speaking of illegal activities, Sammy's Children's Day.
So good.
I didn't think we were getting a mafia romance this year. But here we are.
Have to. That's like the rules that we have to get a mafia romance at least once a year.
How many episodes is
I
this?
hope
Because
so.
they're doing 2 a week. So how many episodes?
Wait. Is it 2 a week? I
We're
thought it was
getting
only
2
2
a
for the
week?
first week.
No, I thought it was 2 a week.
No, it's 1 a week.
No.
Oh,
They did 2 for the first, the 13th and 14th, and then the next one's going to be on the 20th. So in 2 days, oh heck yeah, I'm watching it on Friday. And then it's 1 episode per week after that.
oh. I don't know why I had it in my mind that it was 2 a week.
You had me excited for a second. I was hoping I was wrong
My
because
bad, I'm
this
sorry.
show's good.
It's only 9. It's only going to be 9 episodes.
Which is one more
No.
than we usually get, so I guess we can be thankful.
I'm gonna be grumpy. I'm not gonna be thankful. I want more.
Girl, when that man was looking at his behind, I was like, dang,
Mhm.
sir.
Locked in.
Locked in. He had to get snapped out of it.
He was in love with the ass. He really was.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, you're an ass man, aren't you? I understand.
The fact that he licked his lip at one point, I was like, sir, you're in public.
That ending with the sister and stuff
I
was
thought
not
it was a
expecting
dream.
that.
Gosh. No.
I thought it was a dream, and he was gonna wake up, and I was like, oh, this was kind of crazy. What the heck? Oh my god.
It was trauma. I told you guys that it was so much trauma and blood.
Now she's
So-
definitely dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
dead.
I'm multitasking and I'm actually watching it here. But didn't we learn from My Romance Scammer that you don't hide money around your house?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But
Yeah.
And he like hit it all in one spot.
Yeah, it's for sure gonna get caught.
Definitely. Life savings gone. But his man might go and get it back.
Or his man might give him more.
True.
Or both.
The
Or
forced
both.
proximity for him having to hide in his man's house, well, his future man's house.
I'm so excited. I love a domestic era.
He has to nurse him back to health.
Uh-huh.
Although I was confused at first when I started watching it because it said it was Mandarin. It was not Mandarin.
Cantonese.
Yeah, it was Cantonese. I was like, what the hell? This sounds like me sitting around the family dinner.
I had to like adjust my brain because like when I saw it at first and I'm like the words are not matching up, it took me a solid like 30 seconds to adjust my brain to that thought. I'm like, okay, it's originally in Mandarin, but they're dubbing it in Cantonese. Okay. So I had to like adjust my brain to that, and then once I did, I didn't notice it anymore.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I see that they updated it. Now the country says Hong Kong now. Well, I was like, that would have been useful to know.
Well, because I had seen like that it was Hong Kong at first. So at first I was kind of like, but then why is it Mandarin? Because normally they would doesn't. I mean, I know they can in Hong Kong speak Mandarin, but majority is Cantonese.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, why would it be Mandarin? And then when I heard the dub of Cantonese, which shout out to myself that I was able to,
Differentiate
Distinguish?
them, the
fact that what I was hearing wasn't Mandarin, it was Cantonese, and that's because I know certain words and sounds, and I'm like, that has to be Cantonese.
Yeah, it wasn't singing correctly in my brain.
Right,
So I
for
was
Mandarin,
like,
from what I know for Mandarin to be.
yeah.
Although, you never really hear too many Hong Kong BLs coming out.
No, not really.
So
Yeah.
I thought about it. I was like, wait a second. How many Hong Kong BLs? Like, this is maybe the first one in Cantonese I've ever heard.
But how did
And I
they
watch
get
a
this
lot of
out,
them.
though? How did they get it out?
What do you mean? It's not illegal in Hong Kong.
Is it? It's not?
No. China has not absorbed them yet.
Ah. All right.
Yeah, they got like 20 more years.
Like Taiwan's like Taiwan.
Yeah. Because who
I
wanted
love
them
how
over?
they put like an explanation on there that like, yeah, it's filmed in Mandarin and dubbed in Cantonese. Because there's like a little blip that just popped up across the screen.
Oh, I did not see that
Maybe
part.
maybe that they added that later.
Or
Yeah,
although
are
the
you watching on
sister-
Viki?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's why.
They're more thorough.
Yeah,
They're
I
thorough.
watched it on
with their
Gaga Ooh La La.
same.
I need to
I
start
didn't
being
realize it was on
bougie and
Viki.
watching it on Viki.
I let my subscription. Oh, you know what? I'll put that in the open chat. Time. Anything else on Sammy's Children's Day before we go to chokeholds?
Oh, so excited. Want to watch the rest of it. I can't believe there's only 9 episodes.
Yeah.
Only 7 more to go. Alrighty then. We're gonna go with chokehold of the week. This week, Gemini, you're starting. What's got you in chokehold this week?
So my chokehold is actually not BL related. It is T-pop related.
I'll allow it.
He's been appearing on my FYP a lot, and that's Nice from Atlas. You guys probably don't know who I'm talking about.
You're gonna have to send some edits in the group chat because I don't know who that is.
I will send some edits. He's
Nice.
gorgeous.
Atlas. Oh, he's a really sharp jawline.
Right. And the long hair, he's gorgeous. Yeah, so
25.
that's been my chokehold. Just
That's my favorite part.
25. You know I did the age check.
Thank you.
I
He's
did
26
do
in
the age check.
September. Yeah.
And I was just like, he's been popping up on my FYP so much. And I was like, oh, he is really, really, really like gorgeous. So I don't really listen to Alice that much, but yeah, that's my chokehold for the week.
Okay. Sure, what's your chokehold for the week?
So, I have two. C is a last minute chokehold just because I was on TikTok and he showed up just being his gorgeous self, and yeah. But Boom from Uboom had a live where he was making cookies, and I sat there for an hour straight this morning watching this man eat cookie. Just eat a cookie.
Wait, it took him an hour to eat
I
a
was-
cookie?
No, but like I was sitting, like he was sitting and he was just staring into the screen, like reading comments.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over here like, I'm content. I'm content watching you just look.
Face card does not
I have a
decline.
problem. I have a problem.
No. Is it a problem if it makes you happy?
No.
Exactly. Nevi, what's your chokehold of the week?
It's a little bit of a throwback.
Mm-hmm.
After Sammy's Children's Day, I got a little bit of sadness, so I went back and binged Kiseki Dear to Me.
Ooh.
That's what it reminded me of.
Oh yeah,
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because that
Mhm.
that one's one of my my favorites. One of the shows I go back to kind of too much, and so
There's never too much.
Shout
Yeah.
out to Lewis though, because Lewis got married last year.
He did?
no.
Yeah. After being canceled for so many years.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's
he
crazy.
did.
To the same girl he got canceled for?
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? That's a happy ending.
Right.
Yeah, and the pictures were so. He looked so happy.
He did. He did.
So that's my chokehold is that show.
Damn, you're gonna make me want to go rewatch it now.
I probably
Yeah,
will too. It's
Worth
good.
it. Go do
It's
it.
so rewatchable. It actually has held up.
Yeah, once you get past how old he was,
Wait, how old was he?
the character, and
17.
he was 17. He was in high school.
I thought he was over 17.
No, girl.
I just don't think about it. I try not to think about
You just have to not think about it, and then you can really enjoy it.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, that first couple, the character is 17.
Well, let's not think about it. You know what? I don't remember it
Right.
already.
Maybe
Right.
not.
I don't remember that.
Once you get past it.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Dang. Okay. Now it threw me off or my chokehold of the week. I was like, what do you mean he's 17? Okay. Wait, what was my chokehold? Oh, wait, I do know what my chokehold is a week. Oh, okay. My chokehold is technically BL related. My chokehold is the library. The library is an amazing resource. I should remind people. What I didn't know is that the library is down with BL. I went down a rabbit hole and I found a lot of stuff that normally is wrapped at Barnes & Noble. Free and available. When I tell you I had a field day.
Lucky.
Your library doesn't have it?
I'm in Utah. I'm lucky my library has any smut at all.
So what you're saying is you need me to go to Barnes and Noble this weekend, pick up a whole bunch of books that are wrapped.
No,
And give
my
them to
Barnes
you
and
when
Noble
I
is
see you
good.
and
It's the library. that-
I absolutely am reading right now Wanna Be My Dress Up Lover by Mamita. And it was free to the
I
library.
want to read that one.
Yeah, it's
That's
free
just
through
so
library.
funny. She's like, "Do your library have it?" She's like, "I'm in Utah." The
I'm so
state answers your question.
girl. I'm in Ohio. I didn't think it was
Yeah,
gonna
but
be there at
Utah.
all, but it is, and it is plentiful. Like I didn't know. If you look at the library, and you find a book that you like, especially if it's BL, it's I go through Libby. I didn't realize because I was like, why is this highlighted like it's a hyperlink? Finds out you can go by publisher, and it'll actually pull up everything by that publisher in your library. So I was just scrolling.
My
Gay.
library does not
Lesbian.
have all those things.
Your library doesn't have it either?
I have like a wicked small library in my town.
I think it depends on the state because in your state, you have some big cities. Are you not allowed to have a library card from any city within your state?
I'll have to look.
Because that's what I did.
No.
I collected library cards like Pokemon cards. I think I have like 5.
My state, you have to show proof of residency, and you're
Mm.
supposed to update it every 3 years, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah, definitely check.
check. But my closest library is super like wicked small. It's literally one room.
Sorry.
Damn.
I'm over here like we have a brand new media center that's like a mile away from my house, and I bet they'd have it.
Oh,
And I do have a library card.
go support them.
Yes, definitely support your local libraries. They're definitely under attack, funding, and all that other stuff. But they have great resources. I go to the Writer Center all the time for free classes. Eventually, I'll finish the book.
They have a whole bunch of things and a whole bunch of really cool events for like my niece. My niece goes there a lot to do their classes and such.
Oh yeah, I'm making my freebies there next week.
Nice.
Mm.
Yeah, they have like to get people to come in. They have what is it called? A maker center. I need to learn how to make patches because they have embroidery machines. I didn't realize embroidery machines are so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw one. It was like it's now 11 by 17. I was like, okay, let me look at the price. Girl, $12,000
Uh-huh.
for an 11 by 17 square rectangle. Sorry.
Better be passionate about it to spend that type of money.
Exactly. And there were some women over there like, oh, I've been meaning to upgrade. I was like, dang, you got money. Just like crocheting.
An investment.
Look, these hobbies are very much undercover expensive. But done with chokehold. What do we got this week? I know Gemini, you got the smart stuff.
I do have the smart stuff. Oh, I do want to say that I finished Boy Next World Japan.
Oh, you did?
I did. I finished today.
How was it?
It was actually not bad. I agree with Cake. It was not bad at all. I had no problem sitting through it. I did skip for all the singing parts and the long speech. I said skip, 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 skip.
Was the video call as long?
Yes.
Dang.
I wouldn't rewatch again.
Mm-hmm.
It's just if I'm gonna rewatch Boy Next World, it's gonna be the original.
Uh-huh.
But it was not bad. I didn't hate it.
Okay. Shout out to Boy Next World Japan. Maybe the next one will be better.
They need to leave it alone with MAME now.
Do they have anything else to go?
Darn type.
Do you think anybody's
I-
gonna redo Darn Type though?
I don't think so, but that's the only other main project that they could do.
Oh, I want
Oh,
them to. That
Don't
would
Say
be
No
amazing.
also.
Well, you can't do Don't Say No without Darn Type.
I think
Right.
you have to do Darn Time first to do Don't Say No, don't you?
Yeah, right, you do. But those are the only other main projects, so.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they do it, honestly, because that would be unhinged, and I would be here for it.
I don't know if they would be able to get away with it nowadays.
They'd have to modify a lot.
Makes major changes.
Right, they would, and at that point, what's the point of doing it? You know what I mean? because I think the problematic behaviors of Tharn-type is what made Tharn-type.
Oh
But
yeah.
they could not get away with doing stuff like that now.
Uh-uh. Those men are abusive towards each other. Like it's not.
Right.
It's not okay. Oof.
Okay, so oh, and then before I get into smart boom thing, you guys have watched my romance scam already, right?
Nope.
No.
No.
Oh, fuck. Never mind. Okay, cool. Um so to the smart thing, um the press conference that they held painted them in such a bad light. They should have just kept their mouths shut.
They should have.
Okay, first of all, at the press conference, the three people who were there was the CEO of Grand Ivy Records, which is the
Suspect.
girl, Smart, and then another executive. Cool.
No.
Um, they talked about the reasons that they broke the contract. I do want to preference by saying they put their own foot in their mouth when they said when they signed the contract with WeTV in the first place, WeTV was in charge. The contract stated that WeTV would be in charge of Smart's acting career for the foreseeable future. Grand Ivy Records would only be a part of Smart's music career. They admitted that in that press conference.
They did.
So that you already put your foot in your mouth there. Then Smart goes on to talk about that he didn't feel like he was being treated correctly there, that like for one instance he had food poisoning and had to go to the hospital, couldn't work the next day. WeTV ends up sending them like I don't know if translation was like a letter or like they sent them a notice
Yeah.
basically saying like if this happens again, he has to be responsible for the loss of revenue and stuff.
Allegedly.
Which tells me that
Right.
it had happened more than once.
Correct. That's where I was like, that tells me that this was a frequent thing.
Yeah.
All of the points that they listed as to why they broke the contract would not hold up in a court of law.
No, because in my
Because
head. Go
oh,
for it.
go ahead.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Because so you would have to here's the thing, like WeTV only has to prove that like the treatment and the requirements like lined out in the contract, they met them. Not that they exceeded, not that they did above and beyond of what you wanted, but that they met the basic requirements. And it sounds like they did. What it sounds like to me from that interview was that he expected princess treatment or his team expected princess treatment, and that's not what they gave. And they thought that they could just walk away.
See,
Now,
I don't
go no,
know.
go ahead.
Because
Jump
in my
in.
head, I'm like, I understand that part. Like, I don't. I feel like if whatever he's saying is alleged, we can't prove anything yet. We're still gonna have to wait for the court case, of course. But in my head, even as he was talking of the clips that I've seen, I was like, okay, they treated you not nicely. Okay, then you still need to go to court first before you go and do anything else to break the contract.
Correct.
Like
Correct.
mistreatment or thinking that you don't want to be here. Okay, cool. But you still need to go through the legal channels, not just do what you want to do.
You
Correct.
don't get to just say you don't get to verbally go, I break the contract, and then
I declare bankruptcy.
Correct. And so then there's also like other things in there that I was just like, dude. So like the reporter asked a specific question of like, did you ever at any point talk to Boom about the things that you were experiencing or how you felt, all that stuff? Now, this particular thing, I don't know if it was a translation error, and that it makes more sense in Thai. But the translation with his response was, "Oh no, I just thought that the adults would handle it." And that had me for a second like, baby, I don't know if you haven't gotten the memo yet.
You're an
you
adult.
are an adult.
You are the adult.
Although
So
maybe it was a mistranslation. If it was like managers or something, I feel like
So that's
makes
why I
more
was like,
sense.
are you talking about like you thought management would handle it? But here's the thing. When they said that Grand Ivory Records would be only in charge of the music side and WeTV was in charge of the acting side, which tells me that he had a separate management team for WeTV. He kept specifically saying that he was telling Grand Ivory management team about all the problems he was having, and they were trying to communicate with WeTV. Why, when you have there's separate things, you have your own management team within WeTV.
You're supposed
Yep.
to. Yeah.
You're supposed to. So why is Grand Ivy Records involved in anything? And then what also raised my red flags, because when the fans were alleging that there were grooming
Inappropriate
aspects and inappropriate things,
dalliances.
there was something that was said within the interview that had me like, are those fans entirely wrong? So the CEO of Grand Ivy Records was talking about how like um they were allowed to be a part of like some of the workshopping for Top Form and
Why?
that stuff. And then she was upset because there were certain workshops that they would not allow her to be present in, which tells me exactly what workshops you wanted to be present at and they told you no.
Mm-hmm.
That tells me everything I need to know, because you're saying that they allowed you for some but not all. So they
Also,
told you no for certain specific workshops, which tells me that the workshops you wanted access to and they told you no to were NC scene workshops,
Probably.
Yeah.
which raises
another thing
great
that kind of rose my red flag was them saying they had to beg in order to like go traveling with them. Like, why are you needing to go traveling when he's got a
Your
management team?
manager, and he's a
correct.
grown man. He can go by
That
himself.
was going to be my next point. Why are you trying to go on all of the trips and the traveling things along with him when you're only in charge of his music side of his career? That has nothing to do with the music. Why are you begging to go along for stuff like that? It has nothing to do with you. Um okay. So and then here's my thought about the whole thing. I don't know what the fuck they expected was going to happen. You don't mess with a company like WeTV. And like Shannon had said, um, WeTV has bury you money.
Oh,
Yes.
that's China money.
You
Long money.
They not only bury you money, but they have taken a year to
thank
gather
you.
evidence.
And that's what that was another thing for me. I'm like, they sent you guys a warning. When they make that last statement WeTV made about it last year was basically the statement says something along the lines of, he is still contractually bound to us. He is our artist. He's not supposed to be taking other jobs outside without our knowledge or consent. He is still bounded by a contract. They gave that public statement. That was your warning. And you did nothing. They
Oh,
went radio silence for a year. They gave you enough rope to hang yourself, and you did.
well, they did do something. Remember, they did a rebuttal, being like, actually, we can if we want to.
Right, but I'm talking about
Themselves in the
WeTV
foot with it.
specifically.
Yeah.
They gave one statement and then went radio silence for a year. Did you not think that they were not gathering evidence? They gave you enough rope to hang yourself, and what did you do? You did.
They definitely were not
And
just going to let it slide.
they're suing them in multiple courts. It's not just like China court.
Oh,
There's
no.
2 in China courts, and then they said something, I think, that they were also suing them in one more international court.
I think it's, if I remember correctly, because I was listening to the cities, I was like, wait, isn't that every single city he had a fan meet in?
Probably.
Oh,
It
that would make
probably-
sense.
Cause like right after this whole thing, he went and did like a whole bunch of fan meets.
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
Cause it was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be in China and do all this fan meet stuff.
And
I'm
their
so
home
excited
turf,
to
which
meet
is
you."
crazy.
Right. And so I'm like, and then like Shannon had said too, and I'm like, literally she was in my mind, because she's like, WeTV and like a contract like this is one of those situations in which you suck it the fuck up and you ride your contract out with them.
Yes.
You don't mess with them. And I'm like, now there's no settlement for WeTV. You know there's not. They're going to make an
No.
example. He's
Oh
I don't even
yeah.
think they're gonna take him back at all.
No.
no. They're going to make an example out of him, and they have enough evidence now. If they're going to sue, they have enough evidence now. You're done for. They're going to not only you're going to have to pay back the compensation, because it's not just the money lost and like the fan meets that he did and stuff like that. It's also going to be paid back for all the trainings and
Mm-hmm.
all the people they had to hire for him, and like you're fucked.
All the
There's
things
no
they had
getting out
to,
of that.
the people that had to probably push stuff back.
Right.
That costs money.
They're going to make an example out of you. And I kind of like some of the stuff that he was saying. For me personally, I was like, as I work a full-time job and I'm a full-time mom. We get sick, but we still have responsibilities we have to handle.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? And you kept referring to the fact that you told management, Grand Ivory Records, they were not your manager when it came to WeTV stuff. So why weren't you reaching out to your managers there and being like, I don't feel good. I need to go to the hospital. I have food poisoning, yada, yada, yada. They could have
Also,
made accommodations for you.
somebody also pointed out that he said he was sick and then showed up on live happy with brand new hair and all of that stuff.
Right. And then there was another editor who is was really die hard into like the Smart Boom fandom, and she says something that I was like, I can agree with her there. She said what this press conference did was further throw Smart under the bus, yet sort of made Grand Ivy Records look a little bit better,
They did it on
because it
purpose.
took the heat off of them, as if they were the ones who did everything, that they were controlling him, that they did everything, and put the blame on Smart that he was the one making the decisions. Because in the press conference, it sounded like Smart made these decisions and that they were just backing their artists. It really took the heat off of them and put it all on Smart,
They're still gonna
which
get the
I feel like was
business.
their goal.
Like WeTV,
Oh yeah, 100%
WeTV is not gonna let you go.
No,
No.
But
not at all. And then some of the answers, and again, this is my personal opinion, some of the answers to me that Smart gave for some of the questions made it seem like he had so many yes people around him, and so many people at Grand Ivy Records who may have treated him like a prince and catered to his every desire and every whim. It kind of gave the feeling of you had people who blew smoke up your ass for so long that you expected a certain level of treatment from WeTV's crew that you were not entitled to because you're not a freaking prince, and you didn't like that, and so you thought that you could just be like, oh well, you're not treating me the way I think I deserve to be treated, so I'm just going to break this contract.
which is not how the real world works at all.
Exactly. Which is not, because we've all been at jobs where we fucking hated it. We hated our bosses, we hated our coworkers, like we hated it, but you just have to suck it up and deal with it until you find something better, because you
Mhm.
can't afford to not.
Yep.
I don't know where they thought that this like I don't know why they thought that consequences weren't going to happen for these.
But the thing is that what I've seen, at least, I'm probably gonna have to go back and watch the whole thing because I was just getting pissed off. But it seemed like, at least from an outsider's point of view, and this is all alleged, it's just based on body language, to where I feel like it's almost like they isolated him a little bit. To where, what's the right words to say? Because I'm not trying to like call him like, oh, he's a little baby or whatever, but it is a thing to where people can talk you into thinking that this is your idea.
Correct. Yeah.
Gaslighting?
Not even
It's more like
gaslighting.
manipulation.
It's a type of manipulation,
Mhm.
but to where almost like feeding the words until he might think that it's his idea, because it almost feels like they're almost in like parent mode, but in like a really creepy way. Honestly, especially with that lady CEO. or whatever manager. It's where I feel bad for him. Like, he's an adult, he's gonna have to take the consequences, but I still feel bad for him.
No lie. I do too. I do too because like he's like 24. Like, damn, to be going through this at 24. And I do agree with you. Do I think that most of these or a lot of these decisions or most of them were Smart himself? Like
Nope.
full sound mind? No. No. Especially because he's been with Ivory Records since he was like what, like 18?
Mm-hmm.
Like he had been with them like 5 or 6 years at that point. They molded him into who they wanted him to be.
Oh, 100%.
And I also feel like now they're using him to take the fall, to make themselves look less like they had anything to do with it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that's how the conference went, in my opinion. It made it seem like all the decisions made to like break the contract and to all those things were on Smart, and that they were just backing him. And he kept using the words I, like it wasn't even like, oh, the team. He was specifically saying he himself, which I'm like, now they're going to use this all against you. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, 100%.
That press conference did nothing but make it worse.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done it.
Well,
And
Also,
all of this
Company
for
did it to throw him under the bus.
right,
It-
and that's exactly how it came off.
The company's going to
it
protect
had to be
themselves.
the company's idea
Yeah.
because they're the ones who they're the only ones that could have done that press conference with all those people.
right. And it kind of felt like they told Smart to just sit there and look sad.
Right, 'cause he looked like a lost puppy the whole time.
Just sit there and look sad, and we'll get the sympathy vote.
It's unfortunate. For me personally, I still don't understand, like, why break the contract? Like, for me, in my mind, I'm just like, how long was that contract that him and Boone signed
I think
with
it was 5
WeTV?
years.
That's what I thought too. Okay, cool. I was like, I couldn't
that's
remember.
guaranteed money. You were gonna have a career
Yeah.
and money.
Correct. And that's why I'm like, no matter what treatment they gave you, which if like, okay, if they're holding you hostage, if they're like really mentally, physically abusing, okay, cool, that's one thing, right?
Collect the evidence, go to court, then break it.
But being a little tough on you and not
Forcing you to
babying
be an
you,
adult.
right? And that was too much. You broke the contract, like for what? For the music career you have now,
Don't get me
sir.
started.
Don't get me started on that, okay?
Crispy.
Mm-mm.
Don't get me started on that so-called music career that you think you have. But even if you wanted to release whatever, if you call that music, why wouldn't you stay with WeTV, rise, because him and Boone after Top Form
yeah.
skyrocketed as a couple,
Oh, yeah,
Meteoric. Like, it was
100%.
crazy.
and the fact that you had guaranteed work for 5 years.
Shoot, if I was him, I would plan my album for every single show release
Correct.
immediately
Yeah.
after new album.
And then you could have used your popularity in your BL career to further like advance your musical career if
Your
you
musical
want.
pursuits.
Right. Your endeavors. um
Endeavors.
Your hobby.
right. And it would have been a beneficial thing for you on both sides.
Yeah, write that out. There are many a BL boy that have done it.
There are.
A lot of them.
And you've ruined it, and then now kiss your career goodbye.
Yeah, because nobody's going to want to work with him.
And that was another thing. It was like, and they had said it in a press conference that they had a lot of trouble afterwards getting work for him. And then they were able to do like
Well, of course.
the family stuff. But who would want to work with you when you're a risk for them? Because you just broke a contract with a major company and just
Don't care about anything.
and didn't care about it. Like, no one would want to work with you. You're a flight risk for them. And you wonder why it was hard for him to get work afterwards? You single and the thing is everyone called it from when it first happened, when all the shit happened. You ruined your own career with this
Mhm.
move. I I just don't know. And he kept talking in the press conference about the fact that he thought that the adults would work it out. The adults would work it out. Sir, you are the fucking adult.
I'm really thinking that's a mistranslation, though. There's no way he said adults. That'd be crazy.
So, I mean, I so then what was the whole point of that live? Because you remember that live he did right after it was announced, where he was crying on live talking about like he didn't know, like he just found out with the rest of the world, and he's hoping that they can figure it out because he wants to continue on with Boom. He wants to continue on doing top form and stuff
Which
like that.
also makes me think that it's the record company feeding him stuff.
Right.
Because that man looked distraught.
Because either you were on live lying when you were the one making the decision, or those were your true feelings, and now they have, I don't want to say coerced, but you know what I mean. Like,
They coached you.
yeah, I don't
We'll
know.
find out the truth in court. Dang, these
Right?
depositions are going to be juicy.
They really are, because WeTV don't play no games.
At all. And they definitely will make it a, what's it called? A pony show.
They
For
are.
everybody.
They're gonna drag him through the mud to make an example of him.
Which is for
100%.
everybody else. You got to finish your contract. Be careful what you sign. Or learn
Yeah.
how to write it out. I would have for the money. I can do 5 years.
Ah,
What you do is you get a good group of friends and you vent on the weekends. As
Right?
you count your money.
Right?
You also get to make out with a really hot guy. Okay.
ah.
Yeah, now we got to see Boom make out with somebody else. Although it is really sad because I feel like Smart actually was a really good actor. Or is.
He was okay.
I think
he
was.
was a really good actor. Like I could see him like even growing because if he's that good now with even more growth and experience, he could have been really great.
Right. He wasn't the
100%.
worst. He wasn't the worst.
Oh no,
He
I
was
put him in the
decent.
good category, not even like just servable. Like he's there because there's some people
Oh,
they're just face.
I put him in the decent category, but
Mm.
um,
No, he was. I love Don't Say No, and he
Oh my
was one of my
god,
babies from that show, and I was
Leon.
so excited for him to have an acting career and like actually act in something adult and be so good. And then he was so good, and then he shot himself in the foot, or the
mhm.
company shot him in the foot. Somebody has
Both
helped
at this
him,
Both?
point.
I
and
just yeah.
I'm still so pissed.
I feel like he might need to change his nickname too.
What, dumb?
Something else.
Oh,
Not
no.
smart.
But you know what else I'm pissed about?
What?
GMMTV put up their new site now. Girl.
Uh-huh.
Girl.
Is it worse?
Girl. I thought
I
they'd
had
at least clean up all the stuff that's sold out. Girl, they just
No.
have new signs that say sold out.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I thought, you know what? They're gonna do better. You know? They're gonna update everything. Look at that. Look at it right there. Still there. You know what? Let me
Oh,
look.
seeing that Theory of Love box set instantly pissed me off
Why?
because the beef I have with Kai.
Oh, okay. At least the lookup is a little bit better. You can actually look up stuff now. Wait, can you look up by name? Let me look. Boom.
Kind of want to order it and then be like, I'll get it in a week and a half.
Ah,
But everything's still sold out on here. What is the point? There's not even a thing to like filter them out. Like, that's a basic bitch kind of feature.
They should have
Filters!
just taken all the stuff out of there.
I thought that was what they were going to do. I forgot to archive this stuff so I could see what the old prices are so I don't, like, just buy stuff without looking at the original price to see how much I'm getting gouged. But this is ridiculous. Do better! Is there anywhere to put a complaint? Can I email them and be like, hey,
I'm a computer scientist.
I noticed you still
Right
have
there,
sold
email,
things.
contact.
Yeah, I might actually send them an email. Like, hello, have you heard of filters?
Hello? Fix it, please.
All the box sets still sold out. Mystery box. All the stuff that they couldn't sell. Whatever. It's everything. No, it's everything. Okay, cool. So they just took out the drop box and made it slightly better for actually searching. And that is it. Although maybe the site won't crash as much anymore. Hopefully.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm not buying anything anymore. They took away the DVD box sets. Well, that was just my rant. That's it. Anybody have anything else they want to talk about?
Can't really
I
think
think
of
we're good.
anything.
Alrighty then. Thank you for coming to the BL. Oh no, it's the other way. It's the GLBL Hangout. Chat. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.